it's only available for United States. Okay, it's called the NAIP. NAIP mainly National Agriculture Imagery Program. And this, if you check the resolution, 0.6 meters, a very high resolution, but it's only available for US. And we can get, you can see this type of band: red, green, blue, and near infrared. Only 4 band is available. Just to import this NAIP satellite imagery. And this image, suppose I need for a specific area of interest, I need, suppose for this boundary, I need the imagery. So just I put, it's a ROI, and I take a variable, suppose image. I just call the image collection dot filter bounds, same way, filter bounds with ROI. Then put here filter date. So if you check this imagery, it's available from 2022 to present time, I think. Let me check. 2023. It's available. It's a NAIP USD online hub rgs.com. It's provide this data set. So I take the image, suppose at a specific time in 2020. 2020 December 31. I take the 1 year. And then if you check this imagery, don't have the image properties. You can see there is no image properties. Okay, there is no image properties. So not need to filter the image metadata. Maybe simply use it. And further we simply apply, just I call print, those print the image to show how many images available for that boundary, yeah, for this point. We find out the 2 images available. If you check, there are the 2 images available for this year. We find out that. So I want to display, suppose 1 image. Just copy the ID of this image. You already know about that, how to work with single imagery. Just I copy this ID. Okay, and further I take a variable and then put ee.image and paste the ID. I want to display this image, so just map.add layer and call this img. Just like copy and run the code. So now it added the tiles. If you check, it add the tiles. Just I show you that. So in one kind of tools find out this type of imagery, and it's very high resolution. If you check, okay, we can get all of trees, all of those we can easily get. Look like as a drone imagery. We can see, we can get, it's very high resolution, 0.6 meter only. If you check, so now this is my image. I want to use it and make the NDVI. We already know about that, how to make NDVI. You already know. So take a variable NDVI. Okay, just I call img dot normalized difference between 2 band, mainly near infrared band and red band. If you check the band name, it look like that: near infrared band and red band. We just use the N and R. And further I want to add the map.add layer of NDVI. Okay, and run the code. So now it's added the NDVI map. So we can get this type of map, look like that. So I want to add the color. So just put here, make a dictionary, mean max plated. I want to add the plated. Suppose there is no vegetation, it shows as a blue color. Then get it, then it shows as a white color. Then it shows the green color for the vegetation, range vegetation or others. So just I click on here and it's tracing 98%. I keep, now it show me the range. Just I copy the range and paste here, and copy the range and paste here. So now run the code. So now this color is also add in my map. So you find out, you can see this type of NDVI map look like that. So now you can see this type of place have the water body. This type of place, it's a lake, you can see. It's a lake. We find out the water body. And we also find out that this type of place is the water body. It's a water body. Okay. It's a vegetation or trees. You can see if you just compare. Okay. You find out the some trees. Or any agriculture, same way. You find out it's a vegetation. Look like that. So now suppose I want to compute from this NDVI map for a study area. Suppose this is my, just I take a new geometry, just new layer, new geometry. Suppose this is my suppose this is my study area, or this is my field. I simply digitize the field. Again, this is, suppose this is my area of interest. So this is my agricultural land or forest or whatever. So from this study area, I want to compute, suppose for this study, I want to compute, suppose maximum value of NDVI and also minimum value of NDVI for this area of interest, which I choose. So for that, we simply apply the same concept. We already use it. Take a variable max NDVI, reduce region, and put all of argument one by one. Make a dictionary. Also close the dictionary. Reducer, I need to compute maximum EE dot reducer dot max geometry. Basically, it's my boundary. It also geometry. Okay, because you can see it's a geometry. It is my polygon. Okay. Scale is the resolution of your study 0.6 meter. It's not need, just I remove, and also not need, just I remove. So now we just print max and run the code. It's computing the 0.7 for my study area. It's a high for my study area. Basically, for this geometry, for this boundary, I find out the 0.7 is the high. I do compute, suppose low NDVI, mainly minimum NDVI, just same. So I put here the, it's a mean. I print the mean. So then we can get that minimum NDVI. So same like as for me average NDVI. So I put the, suppose it's a mean, and put here that mean, and put the means. So now run the code. So we can get the minimum, maximum, and average NDVI for a field or agricultural land or anything. So we find out that maximum NDVI is 0.7, minimum negative 0.52, and average 0.6 for this study area for this place. Okay. So this is the way to compute the any specific boundary, to compute minimum, maximum, or average NDVI. So not only for the NDVI, anything, suppose maximum LST, minimum LST, we already know